This is Jamie with CapsuleComputers.com, and today here we have the Flagship Folio Executive Kickstand case from Incipio. Yep, has to be one of the fanciest names I've heard in a while. It is obviously a folio type case for the iPad 2, the new iPad 3, 3rd generation, and 4th generation. So let's get this thing opened. It doesn't seem like they've actually put stickers this time. It is a very nice carbon fiber finish. I'm not sure if this is actual real carbon fiber or not. I have to say there is a lot of metal on this case. As you can see right here is just metal. The whole plastic shell in the back is covered in carbon fiber, and so is the front. And it just snaps open like so. Alright. So let's get this installed. Looks like it's the usual, just drop in and it just snaps in like so. Alright, and shuts with a nice click. So that's my latest game I was playing, and the viewing angles just works like so. Alright, so let's just move ahead with the review. Alright, and we're back. I've had some time to review this case, and first of all I wanted to point out that this case does have a little minor issue. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but you can probably see very, like right here. And if I pull this closer, you can see the indentation right here on the screen protector. Now, I use a soft vinyl sort of screen protector, the type that you would apply with a wet type screen protector, the type you would spray some water or whatnot on the back and then put it down and let it dry and cure. Now, these screen protectors tend to be a little on the soft side. These ridges are used to prop the case open. Now, when it's closed, these ridges press against the screen protector, and as you can see, the pressing over time has caused some very clear ridges to develop. And I did notice that it does cause a little bit of cloudiness, some noticeable cloudiness on the indented portions of the screen protector. Now, it's mostly isolated to the far edges, but I did notice a little bit of it that will not go away on certain parts of the screen protector, and it is a little noticeable. It does degrade a bit from the screen. However, it's probably I didn't find it any worse than all the smudging, as you can see, the dirt and the greasy smudges I have all over my screen protector. Another thing that I noticed about this is it seems like it's a small defect, but because it hasn't happened to the rest of this case, but there was a little bit of the fabric that lifted over here, and I very stupidly ignored my mother's wise advice from years ago about not pulling on threads on your sweater, and decided to give it a yank, and then I ended up pulling actually a huge chunk out of it right across from here. As I said, it seems to be an isolated incident. I haven't had any of this lifting or fraying on any other part of this case, for the exception of this little chunk that I caused myself. So I think it's just more of one of those minor mishaps in the greater scheme of things. I did really like the variety of angles. Officially there are 8, but in some of the, as you can see in some of the steeper angles, you're actually able to go in between these ridges, not just to these ridges, and things will stay put, which is an excellent bonus. I found this typing angle to be a little steeper than I would like personally, but it's still a very comfortable, very usable angle. One thing to note is you can probably see when I hold it like this, you can see that the aluminum hinge does stick out, especially around around here and a little bit over here. This is not sharp to the hand in the sense it'll cut you, but it is sharp enough that I wouldn't be worried about dragging this across any surfaces I feel particularly attached to, like a wooden table. It seems like it's enough that it is enough rather that it may scratch or mar the surface. I would have preferred to see this hinge to be some sort of roll, I guess almost smooth or rolled, almost like preferably actually a rounded edge would have been nice, a flat out rounded edge instead of a sharp edge like this. But as I said, it won't cut you. You can see me I'm putting some good amount of force and I'm not bleeding. My skin hasn't been broken or anything. Another thing I did like about this case is the headphone jack. It's very big. I was able to use my stock Shure 215 cables and my AKG Q701 headphone plug into this outlet here without any problems. It's pretty chunky, so if you're using high-end audio equipment, you won't need an adapter, which is another good thing. My only real concern about this is the price. This is a $70 case on Incipio's website, and to be honest, although it's full polycarbonate, it's hard shell back and front, but Incipio's $40 cases is a hard shell back and then a soft front with a stiff, I guess, plastic insert on the inside. This case doesn't really provide that much more protection over Incipio's $40 cases. Spending the extra $30, you're definitely spending it on the look of the case, having the aluminum hinge and this full plastic carbon fiber finish. Whether you think this is a good place to spend your $30, that is really up to you. If you really love the look of it, then by all means, go for it. But for me, I'm not really sure if I would actually spend the extra $30, considering I'd be getting almost the same protection with a cheaper case. So overall, I give this case an 8.5 out of 10 capsules. If you want to read more about the Flagship Folio case, just scroll down below and you'll see a link to my full written review at capsulecomputers.com.